Exactly right. Time for our final Guess Madness are in.
Good morning.
Good morning, pal.
Fancy seeing you here.
All right, nice to see you. Have a seat. Let's see your new single.
Brilliant.
How are you, fellas?
Sucking in that stomach, I was.
Yeah.
I'm on telly.
All right, now, Suggs, this is your 5th appearance.
Yeah.
All right. But Woody, this is your 3rd, so have a hat-trick ball, my friend.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. Now, there were rumours that there was no ball.
There were rumours, but
Scott, and I thought I was going to be the first person just to be given a box.
Just a plinth, yeah.
But thank you very
much.
much.
Where are you going to put it?
Pride of place, probably in the attic.
Oh, nice. Do you go to the attic?
It's lovely.
Do you go to the attic a lot? Or
I
not?
do, actually.
Okay,
Very,
good.
Dirty, filthy, covered in cobwebs, which is great with the kids.
Yeah.
Well, you know that one, surely. No.
That was your new single, My Girl 2. My Girl 2.
Indeed.
So is this a sequel to My Girl off of One Step Beyond? Has it taken 35 years to write the sequel?
It would seem that way. Very slow-moving organism, Madness. Yeah, it takes a long time to get anything done.
One line a year.
But Mike, our keyboard player, wrote the original My Girl, and he's written this one. And I don't know exactly the details, but he's on his 2nd marriage, so it could be just very specific.
Does he just
title.
write one song per marriage?
Per marriage,
Right.
exactly.
So right, you're starting your Charge of the Mad Brigade tour. You're starting at the end of the month. We've got the fixtures going across the screen. But I want to have a look at these. I want to see where I can go. So I spent the afternoon yesterday watching Madness videos on YouTube. I'd forgotten how stupid, in a good way, they were. Night boat to Cairo, just you lot in pith helmets, dancing in a studio.
We just like dressing up.
Was there planning to these? I know that like later on, House of Fun, there must have been a lot of planning on that. But when it was,
What we did, we
just in
used to sit in a
studio-
room. Honest to goodness, we used to sit up in a room and think of all the funniest funnies that we could possibly think of. Someone would have to write them down, and then they'd work out what was actually physically possible.
Feasible. And then drive around in a van for 2 days dressed up as idiots.
Yes.
And have a lot of fun. The funny, there was this costumier called Berman and Nathan's. It was very serious stuff for films and all that, and they just took a shine to us and let us take pretty much anything we wanted. And I remember once we got our hands on 7 authentic coppers uniforms. Oh, yeah. And can you begin to imagine the fun?
Yeah.
There's 7 of us out on the streets. He knows. Hello,
So
hello.
You didn't plan and then go to the shop. You went to the shop and found some stuff and then went, all right.
Exactly. But yeah, especially when we found that the Clash were rehearsing around the corner. So we went round there. All right, nobody move. It's the Pigs. Just the sound of toilets
flushing.
And doors slamming. Never spoke to us for 5 years.
Right, now this year, right, you played on the roof of Buckingham Palace for the Diamond Juice celebrations.
Did we?
You probably should remember this.
Yeah, I do.
What's it like being on the roof of Buckingham Palace?
Pretty extraordinary, yeah. I mean, the first thing you realise is the Queen has had every landmark in London arranged in such a way that she can see them all from her bedroom window. You do see, yeah, Post Office Tower, London Eye, St Paul's, all that across the horizon, yeah.
What does she have on her roof? She's got a hammock there and things.
She does,
nicely decked out.
I'll tell you, she has got a pole, a flagpole, which is amazing, because, ironically...
What sort of pole?
The flag goes up... I met... You know what? Very good question. I was
Woody met the man who greases the pole, didn't you?
Yeah, I met him, yeah. I was introduced to him. Guess what his name is? His name is Flaggy. It's true, they nicknamed me Flaggy.
Is that
a full-time job?
Yeah,
it's full-time job.
To look out, see if she's at home or not. Yeah.
It's true.
Bang on the ceiling. If she bangs with a broomstick, she knows...
Is he always on the roof, or has he got a little house?
No, but that's his job, and he's got to know when she's in, when she's out, and what flag to fly.
Yeah.
He said, I've got a cracker tomorrow, it's the biggest one ever. And then the next day on the telly, I actually noticed it was a massive, great flag, so he was true to his
Big
word.
day for him. And how do you get to the roof?
Flaggy, yeah.
Do you walk up through the bedrooms? How do you get up
We're sent
there
up. We
a
were sent up.
tradesman's entrance?
We were sent up the tradesman's entrance. Yes. They weren't going to let us anywhere near the silver or anything of any value in there. Of course not.
Isn't that the game that if you go to Buckingham Palace, you have to trouser something? You know,
Yeah,
It's a bog roll, isn't it? You're meant to nick a toilet roll, right?
Yeah,
Is that it?
nothing of
Yeah,
any
yeah.
value,
Well, that was all there was.
obviously,
No, we were in the servants' quarters, which are a strange corridor of little rooms on the top floor of the east wing or whatever. There was absolutely nothing to nick. There was not even a chair in our room. There was nothing. We were
No, that's
locked
right.
in until such time as we were unleashed.
But they were nice. The staff were lovely, weren't
They
they?
were very nice indeed.
Very nice. Yeah.
And you're also involved in the Olympics closing ceremony. You
Were
played
we?
our house while going round on a lorry.
Yeah, it was a bit scary. The most scariest thing was just trying not to fall off in front of 75 trillion billion people.
Yeah.
But my abiding memory of that was we were in this sort of holding shed before we were unleashed into the stadium.
You're often kept in holding pen.
There's a thing. There is a
Madness
thing.
are coming.
We've got them, keep them in there, lock them in.
Yeah.
But on the next lorry to us were One Direction, who I've now discovered are a young, popular music group, very nice young chaps too. And on our left were the Pet Shop Boys riding bicycles with traffic cones on their heads. It was another one
Were
of
they
the
performing or that's just what they were doing?
as we were all being
They're normally like
asphyxiated.
that.
Being asphyxiated by carbon monoxide. And as the lorry lurched out into the stadium, I actually forgot the words to Our House. I had to ask Our House,
Oh, how
which is strange after 35 years.
But it was fun.
It was amazing fun. But, you know, because I didn't actually go to any of the events, but everyone said you can't really get the atmosphere unless you're actually there. So the first time we felt that atmosphere was actually as we were trying to sing our own song, which we couldn't hear or remember.
The thing is, I'm thinking about the speaker system, and because it's a huge stadium, obviously if you're speaking at one end, there's going to be a slight delay at the other. And was that a nightmare for you, singing and going round and hearing it coming back at you?
In
at
ears,
different-
darling.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
Oh,
I mean,
all
you're
right.
in the industry, Helen.
Yeah,
Technology.
yeah.
But no, I still found I couldn't hear anything personally. Yeah.
We have some disappointing news that you told us. You played Extra Factor last weekend. You had a saxophone stolen.
Indeed. No. Yeah. Dirty
I'm
swine.
surprised anybody there knew what a saxophone was. Thanks, Suggs.
Very
That was
good.
quite funny.
Very
It's
good.
good. It's an age joke, Woody. It's an age thing.
Well, the biggest surprise of all is that Lee's saxophone actually has got a serial number. And that was a surprise to us, because that's not really Lee's
So
style.
we can track it.
One that he hasn't scratched off, you mean?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can. Yeah, no, Lee's had it for a very long time, and for him it's like losing one of his arms, you know.
If someone finds your saxophone
Yes.
and returns the saxophone to you,
Yes.
what will you give them as a reward?
A black eye. No, what we're going to do? What did you know what prize we're going to give?
Well, I think it's only fair that we
Yeah.
allow them to go to any Madness gig forever.
Wherever.
Wherever. It
So-
might be a
Yeah,
punishment.
but I mean,
don't know.
if someone's nicked your saxophone and they give it back,
Yeah.
you're looking for a madman, aren't you? I mean, why nick it in the first
Then they
place?
can
if
get
you're gonna give it
beaten
back?
up every time they go to a Madness gig. I don't know.
Could it
Well,
be
we just
one of
hope,
those-
you know what I mean? It might have been mistaken for something else. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
There's a hope. There's a
It
hope.
mistakenly went in his back pocket.
That's a
But
big
yeah.
back pocket.
Basically, a golden ticket to see Madness whenever you like. Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Dob your mate in.
Yeah, if it's not so they can, yeah.
Small
leave it.
episode
Cross him
of
up.
that saxophone crime watch that we did. That's great.
Keep them peeled.
Hey, Chelsea
Indeed.
top of the league.
Indeed.
Are they going to stay there?
They could do, couldn't they? They could do.
No thanks to Clutterbuck, or whatever his name is, but anyway, less of that. Yeah, we are still top of the league, exactly. Yeah, and we showed in the cup the other night what we would have done to United if we'd had 11 players on the pitch on
Yeah.
last Sunday. But no, going great. I mean, really looking amazing at the moment. You know, Oscar Hazard and Mata really starting to form something that looks very exciting indeed. Yeah.
Would you prefer it that way round? If you had to lose one and win one, to lose to them in the league and then progress in the cup?
I don't think losing is an option at all, but
I mean, what
Yeah,
we were
it's-
both talking, because we
it's-
watched it together, was at least, you know, we knew even if we were going to lose, we were still top of the league. So, you know what I mean? It wasn't a crucial 3 points, but obviously it would have been better.
Capital One Cup matter to a team like Chelsea?
It does when you've just been beaten by Man United, let's put it that
yeah,
way.
it does.
Yes,
exactly.
yeah, you've got the opportunity to knock them
You know
out.
what I mean?
It didn't
Yeah,
really matter
yeah.
knocking
About the
them
cup,
out
did
than
it? It's just the
progressing.
fact that we went and beat them. I mean, you know.
Quick thoughts on Leeds in the quarters.
Indeed.
I don't think you got young guys haven't met since 2004, so
Yeah, we beat them then. I'm sure we'll do it again. But
Any advice? You played them last night? Or what would you say? For Chelsea?
No, I mean,
Don't dive.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I mean, they're going to be strong, organised, and well drilled. But Chelsea, I think, are taking a different different way now about the way that they play football. I think they're bringing in more, for me, a little bit more quality, and they're playing a little bit more free-flowing football. I don't think Chelsea would be too worried about playing against
It
them.
is fun watching Chelsea at the moment.
No,
Yeah, which is a great reward.
Really,
Yeah,
really
of course.
fantastic. It's
Lots
very
of
enjoyable
flair.
to watch.
I think, do you reckon, Helen, I would sit in there nicely in that midfield?
You
Just
would.
need a bit more.
I think you would, with your hands on your hips. You'd just go. Tell you what, if any of those players come with the step overs, you just whomp them into the rose head, wouldn't
Just
you?
there, just hit me there.
All right, look. Good luck with the new single, and I can't wait for the tour. I'm going to try and get to all of them.
Thank you very much.
Madness, everyone.